The Babadook is an Australian horror film directed by Jennifer Kent and also written by Jennifer Kent. And it's about this mother who is grieving over the loss of her husband, who also has a son, or is trying to deal with her son, who is hard to deal with. I was really hyped to see this movie. You know, critics were praising it, but it had a lot of mixed reactions from audiences. You know, some people said it was really scary, and then some people said it was just not scary at all, and it was just a waste of their time. Walking out of the Babadook, this film is intensely frightening in the best way possible. I'm not even joking. Like, this movie, after you watch it, especially if you watch it in your own house, you know, you really get scared. Like, I don't know, I haven't been scared in a long time, but, you know, you really, like, look over your shoulder a lot. Or, like, when you're going to bed at night, you really, like, feel that there's something there just because of execution, just brilliant execution of this movie. And this, not to mention, this movie is incredibly smart. This movie is genius when it comes to, like, metaphorical imagery. This movie is filled with metaphorical imagery. And, you know, some people, a regular audience member could go into this movie and, you know, love it and be like, that movie was scary. But, you know, for film lovers, you know, there's a lot to read from this film. I mean, this movie is smart. And it's surprising this lady named Jennifer Kent, I think this is her first film. This is a brilliant horror film. She did a great job. Film lovers can read all kinds of different things because there was a lot of little trinkets just like packed with symbolism and metaphors that, you know, a regular audience member couldn't probably see, but they would still really thoroughly enjoy the movie. But for film lovers, this is just a real treat when it comes to horror because it shows that someone is actually trying for once, you know. This is not like some crappy movie that's came out recently like Annabelle and Ouija and The Pyramid. You know, this movie is actually trying. And yeah, this movie is just insanely smart with the way that it approaches certain subjects such as depression, grief, patience. You know, she has a son, and this son is just incredibly just weird in every way possible. Just probably the worst son to deal with at a time like this. This movie dives into those kind of complications and it executes everything in the best way possible. And I know a lot of people are wondering what the hell a Babadook is. The Babadook is just, I can't even explain to you in words exactly what is the Babadook, because really after you watch the film you still won't really know exactly what the Babadook is. I mean, the Babadook could have a lot of different interpretations by different people. Just like the mere filmmaking and the directing and the editing of this film, it was very unique. Like, there's parts of the film where it's only like 30 minutes in and there's some really intense, frightening parts, but you're wondering in your head, like, you know, how is this film gonna keep it going without me getting tired or bored of it? And it really just keeps throwing like new things at you, like it's just a refreshing thing to see in horror films. You know, it's not just a basic jump scare formula. So overall, The Babadook is a great, frightening, refreshing horror film filled with all kinds of metaphorical imagery that I won't spoil for you because I don't want to dive into that too much. You know, I want you to go and watch it and find out for yourself. The Babadook is a film that everyone should go see, no matter if you're a film lover or if you're just like scary movies, or if you just like movies in general. You should really like this movie, and if not, then okay. Jennifer Kent's Babadook is gonna get an A- from me. It's a great horror film. It's refreshing. It's not anything like you've seen lately in the theaters. Smart. Yeah.